2015, a woman living in a quiet Quebec apartment called the police to report something strange, something dark, something she believed was actively ruining her life. It wasn't a break-in, it wasn't a stalker, it wasn't even a threat. It was a $2 coin, a cursed toonie, and she believed it had been deliberately planted to summon bad energy, misfortune, and what she called, quote, the unseen forces of despair. This is the truly truthful, baffling story of the cursed toonie, a petty roommate dispute that spiraled into a lawsuit, an exorcism, and the most Canadian form of hexing ever recorded. Part 1, The Coin Appears. It began with a woman in her 30s, let's call her Denise, claimed her life had suddenly taken a bizarre turn. Appliances were malfunctioning, her plants were dying. She had 3 flat tires in 2 weeks. She started to suspect she was under some kind of spiritual attack. And then one morning, she woke up and found it. A shiny $2 coin placed perfectly in the center of her nightstand. She didn't put it there. She never kept cash in the bedroom. And this coin, she said, felt wrong. She told police it had a vibration, a weight that was more than just physical. She picked it up. Cold. Heavy. And when she turned it over, she claimed the polar bear on the back looked angrier than usual. Now, most people would assume this was just a coin, but Denise believed it was a cursed object, and she knew exactly who put it there. Part 2, Roommate Warfare. Her roommate, a guy we'll call Mark, was into weird stuff. Crystals, conspiracy books, YouTube channels with names like truthtube.xyz. He once saged the entire apartment while listening to lo-fi beats and muttering in Latin that he learned off Reddit. The two had been fighting for months, about dishes, about noise, about him using her avocado oil for third eye detox tea. So when the cursed toonie appeared, Denise didn't hesitate. She confronted Mark. He laughed. This is probably just pocket change. But Denise claimed he gave her a look, a smug, knowing glance. The kind of look that says, yes, I cursed you. And I used Canadian legal tender to do it. She demanded he remove the coin. He refused. So she escalated. Part 3, The Lawsuit and Laughing Judge. Denise filed a small claims lawsuit against Mark for spiritual sabotage and malicious toonie placement. She demanded $3,500 in damages, and a legally binding order for him to remove all cursed or enchanted objects from her personal space. Mark showed up at court wearing a tie-dye poncho and carrying the toonie in a tiny Ziploc bag labeled Exhibit Hex. He told the judge, I did put the toonie there, but not to curse her, it was just rent money. I thought it was funny. The courtroom laughed. The judge did not. She dismissed the case due to lack of legal standing for metaphysical currency-based curses. Mark winked at Denise on the way out. The toonie? Still in evidence storage. So the next time your roommate leaves spare change on your nightstand, don't just assume they're being lazy. Because maybe, just maybe, they're sending you a message. Not with words, not with threats, but with a shiny, cold, very angry-looking polar bear. And a silent promise. Bad vibes incoming.